Hi, everybody. This is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and Geo Collaborate. It is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, and we have a doozy of a storm that's wrapping up in the Midwest. All sorts of weather going on right now. We have blizzard warnings, we have heavy snow, we have heavy rain, severe thunderstorms, and there have been some tornado warnings issued. At the same time, we have Mardi Gras going on in New Orleans. I'm going to take you down there and show you what it looks like live, because in the next hour and a half, a line of heavy to severe thunderstorms are going to be moving through the New Orleans area. This is a dangerous situation and something that should be paid close attention to. This is being recorded, so by the time it's published, the thunderstorm should be hitting, and unfortunately, I'm sure some people are going to be caught out in the open. Hopefully, they'll have a place to go to remain safe. But first, I want to show you what's going on. Look at the satellite picture here. This is the Goes East satellite. Look at this storm wrapping up in Oklahoma here. They have had severe weather over in the early morning hours, damage from wind coming through Texas, and even on this satellite image that's a pretty broad area, you can see certainly the sunset coming in as the night lights show up in Canada and up towards Maine. We still have daylight, and these thunderstorms are getting a lot of heating and also a lot of moisture coming out of the Gulf. And look at this. I'm going to move this satellite sector down a little bit. Look at this cloud here. This is so strong. The winds are so strong, gusting to 50 and 60 miles per hour. This is dust that's being picked up by those strong surface winds, creating visibility close to zero and making it very difficult to drive in parts of south central Texas. And the dust is going to extend all the way down to the Rio Grande Valley. I'm going to take you a little bit closer here. Look at this mesoscale sector. This mesoscale sector, I'm going to take it full screen. Look at this. This is dust being picked up off of the ground and lofted into the atmosphere. This is spectacular satellite imagery. All this from the NOAA GOES satellite that's 22,300 miles up in space. And the sensors and the imager is so sensitive and high resolution, we can see this broad area of dust. If you're out here up towards Houston and Galveston, get ready, because this dust is moving towards you on these strong winds from this strong low pressure system. This is really incredible. Look at this. This is a line of showers and thunderstorms. The winds behind it are very, very strong and lifting that dust up in the atmosphere. Look how wide it is, extends down into Mexico and into Texas and even New Mexico. Look at that. This is the mesoscale sector from the GOES satellite. And folks, we have a major dust storm that's happening right now in parts of Texas. I'm sure if you're there, you're looking outside saying, my goodness, the sky looks ominous. It almost looks like a wildfire out there. Look at this. This is clay and clay dust that's being picked up by this strong storm. Let me show you the radar in wide view here from Geo Collaborate and show you what it looks like. Here is the radar, and I'm going to move this up just a little bit because we have the circulation of the storm system here. We have just had an advisory. Well, here it is in parts of Nebraska, a snow squall warning that was in effect from a very strong snow squall. All this is snow to the north of the system where there's cold air. But look at this. As we follow the front down, we have a lot of yellow boxes and even some red ones. I'm going to zoom in here because we're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. That is through southern parts of Mississippi, just west of Hattiesburg, and west of Gulfport. But look at this, just east of Baton Rouge and west of New Orleans. Take a look at this. This is downtown New Orleans. This is Bourbon Street right now. So it's live as of, let's see, what does the time say? 5:53 Eastern time, 4:53 Central time. The streets are packed with Mardi Gras celebratory activity going on there right now. But let me take you a little bit closer and show you what the radar looks like. Here is the radar, and here is New Orleans. This is downtown New Orleans. I'll highlight it here with the drawing. Here is downtown New Orleans right here. Here is that line of showers and thunderstorms, some of them very strong. Look at the trajectory on the radar data that will be impacting New Orleans within the next hour to hour and a half. So by 6 o'clock, New Orleans will be impacted here by strong thunderstorms. And yet we have all of these people walking around, and get the drawing out of there, walking around, just having a good time. Hopefully they have plenty of warning as this line of thunderstorms gets ready to move through the New Orleans area. And that is indeed what's happening. This has been a day of severe weather from Oklahoma and Texas earlier today, where damage has been reported. And this is going to be moving straight across Louisiana into Mississippi, into Alabama. And we are going to have another day and a half of severe weather potential to deal with along the south, and perhaps even up towards the mid-Atlantic areas where Maryland is located, and Delaware as well. So let me widen out. Here is the model forecast and what it looks like here. I'm going to take this back. This is the GFS forecast, and you can see what it looks like right now. This is the forecast of heavy snow to the north, very strong winds, high pressure and cold air building right down in back of this low pressure system. Look at these. Whenever you see these isobars, these are lines of equal air pressure. They're called isobars. Whenever they're close together, it means the pressure changes over a short period, over a short distance. And when that happens, the winds get very strong. So whenever we see isobars close together like this, it's very windy in these areas here. Look at this across Kentucky, in Indiana and Ohio, but even more importantly down here across Louisiana. And so I want to take the model to a higher resolution model. This is the GFS model, so the resolution is not that great, but I do want to show you the high resolution rapid refresh model. It's called the HRRR model, and it's updated every hour on the hour by the National Weather Service. That's why it's critical to maintain the Environmental Modeling Center, which is located in the Weather Prediction Center, the National Centers for Environmental Prediction, in College Park, Maryland, where the lease has just been terminated for NOAA. They may have to get out of that building by September, but it houses all these models that are running that are keeping us safe. This is a big problem we're going to have to try to fix here. But look at the HRRR model. And this is New Orleans right here. I'm going to step this forward by 1 hour, by the next hour, and look at that. The thunderstorms are coming through. It's not a wide area of thunderstorms, but it's going to have strong gusty winds, potential hail, and maybe some spin-up tornadoes as well in the New Orleans area. And this is going to be by 6 to 6:30 New Orleans time. So that gives them about an hour to an hour and a half from now to seek shelter and get out of that area so they can be safe. We'll continue this on as the front moves through. Look at this severe weather coming through central Tennessee, also through Kentucky, southwest Kentucky, Paducah. There's going to be a chance of severe weather moving through here over the next several hours, and through central Alabama. There could be tornadoes that spin up out of this, maybe rain-wrapped tornadoes. QLCS spin-ups, we call them. They're very quick spin-ups on the front part of this line of showers and thunderstorms, and then it will be clear of New Orleans in the next 3 to 4 hours. It'll be all clear, but the damage will be done. Lots of things will have been blown around through there. So please take shelter if you're in New Orleans. I'm going to try to upload this video pretty quickly and make it very short. I'm going to widen out to the GFS model and show you more of the country and what's going to happen with this low pressure system as it continues to move forward. Well, this is early Wednesday morning, and look what we got. We have a full-fledged blizzard going on here in northwest Iowa. It is going to be really hard to see. Visibility is down to near zero. That's going to extend down into the Kansas City, Missouri area. Strong winds, heavy snow for a brief period of time, which is going to change over to lighter snow and then end during the day tomorrow. So by tomorrow afternoon, it'll be done in Kansas City, but it'll be windy. Might have some snow blowing around. And look at all this heavy wind in Chicago and across towards Iowa and Wisconsin. We're talking about accumulation of 6 to 12 inches of snow in some areas lighter, but pockets of near zero visibility with very heavy winds, very strong winds blowing in this area. And now on the mid-Atlantic side of the house, tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, we're talking about some potential severe weather moving through the mid-Atlantic states, through Virginia, eastern North Carolina, South Carolina, on down into Florida, where it'll likely just be rain showers, maybe some scattered storms, nothing severe. It looks like the real chance for severe weather is going to be in the Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland area as this front moves through, because we will have shear in the atmosphere. That's changing wind direction going on with altitude. And I want to show you, I've zoomed in on a higher resolution version of the satellite imagery here that I'm going to take full screen. Look at this. This is in South Carolina and Georgia. We're looking right over Georgia right now, and this is why I want to show this to you. I want you to look very carefully. Look at these higher clouds moving in this direction. Look at that, moving from west to east. Meanwhile, these lower clouds are moving from south to north. That is wind shear. That is what wind shear looks like. See these higher clouds moving west to east? Low clouds, inflow of moisture moving from south to north. That is wind shear. That's what gives the clouds the ability to spin. If a thunderstorm builds up and you get that column of clouds going up through these different layers, this is the ingredient that you need right here to start spinning. So low-level winds coming in from the south, high-level winds coming in from the west, and look at this. You have spin that's generated. And so that's why we could have some potential tornado spin-ups because of this weather system that's approaching through Mississippi, through Alabama, into Georgia, and also into parts of South Carolina and North Carolina. So that's all I want to talk about right now for the All Hazards Consortium Sensitive Information Sharing Environment. We do have severe weather underway right now, and this severe weather will also be extending to the east. That is to the east. So this low pressure system is going to be moving up towards Chicago, but this whole area has a chance of severe weather during the night tonight and during the day tomorrow, even parts of New Jersey as well. So this is the area that we're very concerned about for severe weather. Keep your eyes to the skies, listen out, listen to your local broadcast meteorologists and your local National Weather Service office, because they are the ones that are able to warn you immediately when these systems turn severe. Look again right now at this dust. This is dust showing up on the satellite imagery. Major dust storm in progress right now through Texas. So go indoors, close your windows, prevent outdoor air from coming into your car by turning the vent to recirculate in your car. If you're driving around this area and you see that dust, make sure that dust does not get into the cabin of your car. It'll just make it hard to breathe. So that's it for this update. I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. I did want to leave you today. I talked with Dr. Andy Hazelton, who worked at the Environmental Modeling Center, part of the National Weather Service, and he was focusing on making hurricane models more accurate. I have a whole bunch of interview quotes from Andy, but I'm just going to leave you with this one. And hopefully it helps you to understand what the National Weather Service does to save lives and property.
And the Weather Service and NOAA, our goal is to protect the public, protect lives and property. I think if you look at everything we do in terms of improved forecasts for hurricanes and other things, we've done a good job of that. We want to continue to get even better. And it's not about politics. It's not about policy. It's just about serving the public. And that's what we want to do.
Thanks so much, Andy. Please, everybody, watch out for yourself and watch out for your neighbors. They need your help, and they really